Good evening, everyone. This is Veer Maheshwar Charitable Trust Latur MS India organizing daily international webinar series. In this series, speakers are invited from India and abroad. Speakers are sharing their knowledge as per their field of study and research. This series is running from last 5 years and the topics related to education, health, law, environment, technology. So all topics are covered and we are covering these topics from the resource persons. Today on 20th March, we have invited Ekanath Joshi madam, who is assistant professor in mathematics at Gogate Jogalekar College, which is autonomous college at Ratnagiri, Konkan. Being a teacher of mathematics, her topic is golden ratio. I myself and all participants are unknown to this term golden ratio. So we are eager to listen from her on the topic golden ratio. I welcome today's speaker Ekanath Joshi madam from my organization and all the participants. Also, I welcome all the participants, those who are joined every day and those who are invited by our today's speaker. I welcome you, ma'am, and welcome all. And I request you, you can start your speech now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for such a great opportunity. I would like to thank you, Principal Dr. BETKAR, sir, as well as my colleague, Dr. Chitra Goswami, who gave reference to sir about my speech. So, good evening, everyone. As sir said, many of you may not be aware of this term golden ratio. So don't worry, I'm not going to give you a tedious mathematical formations. I will just discuss the beauty about maths. So basically today we will be seeing about an invisible thread, which is nothing but the golden ratio, which connects various things in our nature as well as arts, as well as music, etc. And that thread is nothing but golden ratio. Let me share my screen first. Okay, is it visible? So, golden ratio is termed as the divine proportion, and we will be seeing it from Sanskrit text to our modern mathematics. Though my title of this is from Sanskrit to modern mathematics, I will be discussing in other way around from modern mathematics to Sanskrit. So, this golden ratio, sorry, sir. Okay. Is it okay now? Okay, sir. So we will see how the golden ratio connects arts, nature, and ancient wisdom. So what is basically a golden ratio? Now you know many of the mathematical constants, namely pi, say e. Pi is well known for area of circle or circumference of circle. E is nothing but the exponential number. Similarly, golden ratio is also a constant, mathematical constant, and approximately its value is 1.681, and it is written as or represented by a Greek letter, namely phi. So when do we say that two quantities are in golden ratio? Suppose we have two numbers, A and B, and without loss of generality, we will think that A is greater number. If we have ratio of A and A upon B, means whenever we divide A by B, whatever is the answer, if it is same as whenever we divide the addition A plus B by A, if these two ratios are same and the quantity is approximately equal to 1.681, then we will be say that A and B are in golden ratio. So this is just mathematically I have written two quantities are in golden ratio if their ratio is same as the ratio of their sum to the larger number. We will move forward. Whenever we think about golden ratio, the very first name comes in our mind is nothing but the Fibonacci. The Fibonacci connection we will be discussing further. So Fibonacci was an Italian mathematician. His era was 1170 to 1250, a great era. So Fibonacci sequence is this 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, etc. This is the sequence named after Fibonacci. Where does this come from? So basically, this sequence is relevant with a rabbit story. I will tell you the story. Everyone likes to listen the story. So this is the rabbit story. So what it tells is there is a hypothesis that a pair of rabbits, a male and a female, they will produce another pair whenever their age is of 2 months, exactly 2 months. So the problem was to find out what is the number of rabbit pairs at the end of every month. So first we will consider first month, that is end of 1 month. At this stage, our rabbits, they are of 1 month and they will not produce anything. At the end of second month, also there will be single pair. Now, as they have reached their age as 2 months, in the next month, that is at the end of third month, there will be two pairs of rabbits, the original one and they reproduce the another one. If we go further, at the end of fourth month, every month the original pair will now reproduce another pair, but still the new pair, that is this one, it is of only 1 month age, so it will not produce in fourth month, but at the end of fourth month, this original pair will again give birth to another pair. So at the end of the fourth month, we will be having three pairs of rabbits. Similarly, continuing in next month, at the end of fifth month, the original pair is going to give birth to another, as well as the new one, the one which was born in third month. Now it has achieved its age of reproduction and that will give birth to another pair. So at the end of fifth month, we will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pairs of rabbits. So this is the story behind this Fibonacci sequence. It is nothing but the combinatorial problem that we want to find out the number of rabbit pairs at the end of every month. So the Fibonacci connection we continue. How to get the Fibonacci sequence? We are not supposed to solve this problem, the rabbit problem, on and on. So we will see how to calculate or how to get that Fibonacci sequence. I will share another screen with you. So construction of Fibonacci number. So if we have given two numbers, as we have seen that at the end of first month there was one rabbit pair and at the end of second month also there was one rabbit pair, but at the end of third month the original rabbit pair give birth to one pair, so there were two pairs. So this two number is nothing but addition of these previous 1 and 1. So for next we will be adding 2 and 1 together to get next Fibonacci number, which is nothing but 3. So next will be 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Next will be 5 plus 3, that is 8. Next will be 8 plus 5, that is 13, and so on. So if we see deeply, if Fn is my nth term of the sequence, I can get that Fn by f n minus 1 term, that means the previous term to it, and plus the term which is previous to Fn minus 1, so Fn minus 2. So the term Fn, that means nth term, is obtained by adding the previous two terms, and this is nothing but the equation of Fibonacci sequence. If we solve this mathematically, then we will get the actual value of that phi. So let us again move towards our Fibonacci thing. So we have seen how to get that Fibonacci sequence. We can get the term of sequence by adding previous two terms. But where is the golden ratio in it? You will be thinking about it because our topic is golden ratio. And I have told you that the equation which we get, that Fn is equal to Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2, if we solve that, then we can get a golden ratio. There is another way of getting that golden ratio. So as one divides any Fibonacci number by the number before it, the ratio gets closer and closer to our golden ratio, that is 5. So 1.681. See, here is the table. Here we have list out 10 numbers or first 10 terms, 1, 1, 2, etc. So if we divide 1 by the previous one, the ratio is 1. 2 by previous one, 2 by 1 is 2. 3 by previous 2, it is 1.5. 5 by 3 is 1.66, etc. And if you look carefully, as the numbers increasing, our ratio is nearing to the 1.618. That is nothing but our golden ratio. I think this is clear. If anyone has any doubt, please ask me. The next term is golden rectangle. So here is the golden rectangle. So what is meant by golden rectangle? Suppose we have these two quantities, A and B, and as we have said earlier, without loss of generality, we are letting A is greater than our B. Altogether, the side of the rectangle is A plus B. So golden rectangle is a rectangle in which we can split it into two parts. One part is nothing but a square of side A, and whatever remains, that means a rectangle of sides B and A, this is again a golden rectangle. Now, what we can do is, from this rectangle, again we can split it into two with a square of side B, and another remaining rectangle will be again a golden rectangle. So the definition of golden rectangle is, if one builds a golden rectangle, then one can split it into square and a smaller golden rectangle. What is use of it, or what is the beauty in it? You may ask. The beauty is actually the golden spiral. So see, here is the beauty. This is a golden rectangle, and you can see that this blue square is splitted from our rectangle. The remaining part is again a golden rectangle. From that, we have separated this red square. The remaining part is again a golden rectangle. From it, we have separated this green square. Then from that, we have splitted it into a yellow square, and remaining part is again a golden rectangle. And if you see, if we start joining the corners of all these squares, and as we go on and on, we will get a good spiral, a good looking spiral. So this is the golden spiral, and this is the beauty of our golden ratio. So if we repeat the process of golden rectangle and draw the curve passing through the corners of the square, we will get a golden spiral. So basically, whenever we see any beautiful thing, it has to be in golden ratio. Most of the time, it is not that every beautiful thing will be in golden ratio, but if a thing is very beautiful, you can find in that the golden ratio. That is why our credit cards or our ATM cards or the logos of different companies, they are made in such a way that there is a golden ratio and it will look very beautiful. So nature's geometry, we will be looking at this. I have told you that golden ratio, it is not just a mathematical term. We can find it in nature also. So nature's geometry representing the golden ratio. The first example is, it is nothing but the seeds of sunflower. So whenever you see the blooming sunflower, the seeds, it shows you the golden spirals and it looks very beautiful. Or any flower, you see all the petals are in golden ratio. They are not one above the other. They are in a spiral direction. So the flower is looking very beautiful. The another is a pine cone. you can see that there is a golden spiral in that pine cone. It is represented by the numbers in this image. Then the hurricane, or we say it in Marathi, Chakriwadal. So that's a center जे आहे. If we start drawing the curve joining the squares from that hurricane, you will get a golden spiral. Though it is a destructive one, but it is a destructive one in a beautiful manner, we may say, for this golden ratio. Another thing is the galaxy. We have seen that galaxies are in spiral forms, and those spirals are in nothing but the golden spirals. Another beautiful thing nature does is this. See this figure? It shows you that always you see that the leaves which are newly upcoming leaves, they are not coming exactly upon the older one. They are in golden angle. The angle between the two leaves is called as a golden angle. It is calculated by 360 upon 5. 5, that is 1.618. Why nature is doing this? Why not this? This is also a symmetry. One above the other, one beside the other is also a symmetry. But symmetry, though it is good looking, it is not of a benefit. The golden angle, or we may say that the leaves in golden angle, they have a different purpose. We know that all the leaves from of the plants, they do photosynthesis and produce the food or carbohydrates, we may say technically. If the leaves are one above the other, then the leaf which is below, it will get lesser sunshine or lesser sun rays. And for preparation or for photosynthesis, sun rays are very much important. So to get excess or exact quantity of sun rays, the direction in which the leaves are is nothing but in the golden angle. So due to symmetry, if it looks good, but it is not beneficial for plants' health. So what nature does, nature start grooming the leaves in golden angle and not one above the other. This is the nature's geometry with respect to the golden ratio. We move further. Now, golden ratio in our human body. If you closely look our ear, everyone, this is in golden ratio. See the golden spiral we can draw. Each one of us has this. You can just go and see in mirror and start doing the golden spiral or start drawing the golden spiral. You will get this look. Another is the length of our palm and length from end of the palm to the elbow. This is always in a golden ratio. This is because of the symmetry of our body, and golden ratio is seen in every part of the body. Means the length of our forehead to length of forehead to chin. This means face till our stomach, etc. So everything there is a golden ratio in human body. This is also a very good example. If you do like this, you will get the golden spiral of our finger, and it is also showing you the golden ratio. So golden ratio is everywhere. Whatever beautiful thing you imagine, and that beautiful thing will have the golden ratio in it. Or we may say that if we construct a thing having golden ratio, it will have to be a beautiful thing. So nature itself, it's a beautiful thing and it will contain a golden ratio. These are some examples I am telling you. Now come to the human designs and art where golden ratio is found. Maybe that time they were not knowing the golden ratio thing, but as I said, whenever is a beautiful thing is there, golden ratio has to be there. So this is the perfect example or very famous example for golden ratio, the Mona Lisa. Leonardo da Vinci was the artist. See, the Mona Lisa's face shows you the golden spiral, and she was a perfect example of golden ratio. Then this Greek temple, we can say Parthenon, it also has the golden ratio. It is shown in this figure. Then comes the logos of different companies, Honda, Tata, or Wipro. See here, the Wipro logo evolution is shown. If you see the third Wipro logo, which is nothing but a sunflower, which is again in a golden ratio, and if the newly thing is showing you the golden spirals. Why it is so? Because it will look beautiful and everyone can remember this thing. Whatever is beautiful, we always remember. Our brain has a tendency to remember the beautiful things. So if the logo is attractive, not because of colors but because of its proportion, then it will fix in our mind, our brain, and it may affect the profit of the companies. So this is about the golden ratio, the human designs and art. There are lot many examples of arts and designs golden ratio will have. Now the very good and interesting thing which we are going to discuss, the Indian origin. What is golden ratio? Is golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence was discovered by the Fibonacci itself? So here is the answer. Before Fibonacci, Acharya Pingala, he was a poet, or we may say that Rishi, because all the Rishis or ancient Indian Rishis were poets or mathematicians or scientists, etc. So Acharya Pingala, before Fibonacci, he found this interesting sequence. His era was 300 to 200 BCE. That means 1000 years before Fibonacci, Pingala Acharya found this interesting sequence. But this sequence, he discovered this sequence not for mathematics, but for writing the verses in very nice poetic manner. So that chants or the stotras which we recite from our childhood, they are in this good sequence, or this is nothing but the gift that Acharya Pingala gave to our culture. So what was his idea? So he counted the letters in terms of matras depending on the time required to pronounce it. So as all of us know that Sanskrit language, or say many of the Indian languages, Marathi, Hindi, etc., they have their lipi is Devanagari lipi. So A, A, E, etc. are the swars, and K, Kha, Ga, Gha, these are called Vyanjan. So what is meant by matra and what is the time required to pronounce it? If you see, whenever we want to pronounce it is a short syllable. The time required to pronounce is smaller than the time required to pronounce a. So a is a long syllable and is a short syllable. So the shorter one, that means e, u, etc., they are termed as laghu. In Marathi, we call it as rasva. All the syllables which are rasva means u, e, rasva e. These are called as laghu, and all those which are longer ones, mean which we require longer time to pronounce, they are called as guru. He has written this Chanda Shastra. In that, he has written all these things, the laghu syllable and guru syllable. The formation of words shows the interesting sequence. Okay, using laghu and guru pattern, we will get this interesting sequence. We will do it live. So see, we are interested in the matras and what can be the different ways of representation. So there can be more than one ways of representation for the corresponding matras. So suppose there is a single matra, one matra, then that one matra can be represented just by a laghu letter. We cannot take a guru letter because guru letter requires more time. So it will have two matras and laghu letter will always has a one matra. So for matra 1, there is single representation, which is nothing but Laghu. Now come to two matras. If there are two matras, then we can have two Laghu syllables, दोन लघु अक्षर असतील, or we can have one Guru syllable having two matras. So for two matras, we have two different representation, either two Laghu or one Guru. So here it is two. Now, whenever it comes to three matras, what can be the representations? So it can be either three Laghu or one Laghu, one Guru, or one Guru, one Laghu. So in all, there are three number of ways in which we can get these three matras. Now, when we come to four, so what can be done that if we consider these three, because three Laghu will have three matras, we want one more, so we can just add one Laghu letter to it. So 3 Laghu plus 1 Laghu is 4. Laghu and Guru, that means L and G, they are counting to 3 matras. We will add just one Laghu to it. Then Guru Laghu, total is 3. We will add one Laghu to it. So all these 3 will give you 4 matras. But this is not the end. If you see this thing, Laghu Laghu, so Laghu Laghu, if I add one Guru to it, it will give us 4 matras. And that Guru thing, single Guru attached with another Guru will also give you the 4 matras. So in all there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 representations whenever we are talking about 4 matras. So what can be the representation for 5 matras? As we did for 4, what we did, we used the representations for matra 3, add Laghu to it, and then we use representations for matra 2 and add Guru to it. So same thing we can do. We can use all these things for matra 4. So Laghu, 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 Laghu. Now these 4 Laghus along with one more Laghu will give you 5 matras. Laghu, Guru, Laghu, it is 4 matras. Add one Laghu to it to get 5 matras. Similarly, Guru, Laghu, Laghu, 4 matras plus 1 Laghu, 5 matras. Laghu, Laghu, Guru, add one Laghu to it, 5 matras. Then Guru, Guru and Laghu. These are the 5 matras combinations we designed or derived from 4 matra combinations. Now see, the before it is the 3 matra combination. Now we have given Laghu. Now what remains? The other option is Guru. So we will attach Guru to each of these combinations. So Laghu, Laghu, Laghu will give you 3 matras. Attached with Guru will give you 5 matras. Laghu, Guru, 3 matras. One more Guru will give you 5 matras. Guru, Laghu is 3 matras. Along with one Guru will give you 5 matras. So how many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in all there are 8 number of ways in which we can get 5 matras. Now observe, these numbers are 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and if we go further, it will be continued pattern. Now, isn't it a pattern similar to our Fibonacci? 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 plus 3 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, and so on. Isn't it interesting? So, again, come to this. Oh, sorry, I lost. The pattern looks like 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, etc. It is nothing but the Fibonacci sequence as we did in our Excel sheet. But this sequence is then called as Matra Meru and not the Fibonacci. Matra Meru. Meru is nothing but the Parvat, and this Parvat is form of the Matra. So the name is Matra Meru. This is nothing but mountains of rhythms. Now the Meru Prasthar, Hala Yuddha. Many of you might know the Pascal's triangle, but the Pascal triangle before that, the Hala Yuddha was Indian mathematician. He discovered this Matra Meru. So we will see this Meru Prasthar, how is it constructed. By looking at this figure, you might have remembered the things which we have done in our high schools. So what is the idea? First, there is a 1. In every row, at the end of or at the both ends, there will be always 1. So 1 will be 1, end will be 1, and in this cell, in this middle thing, what we can have is we will be adding these above ones to get the answer, which is 2. So this number is obtained by adding the two numbers exactly above it. If we move to the fourth row, starting will be 1, end will be 1. This number is nothing but addition of the two numbers which is exactly above it. So 1 plus 2 is 3. This number will be addition of two numbers exactly above it. This is 2 plus 1, again 3. Next will be 1 starting, 1 ending. Here it will be 1 plus 3, that is 4. 3 plus 3 is 6. Oh, sorry. 3 plus 3 is 6. Again 3 plus 1 is 4. Next will be 1 start, 1 end. This is 5. 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. Sorry. 4 plus 1 is 5. And so on. You can easily construct now this. So this is, I will just write 1 plus 5 is 6. 5 plus 10 is 15. 10 plus 10 is 20. 10 plus 5 is 15. 5 plus 1 is 6. So this is Meru Prasthar. This was discovered by Hala Yuddha. So it is like a Pascal's triangle, as I said. Pascal's triangle was invented in 1653. But Hala Yuddha invented this Meru Prasthara in 10th century, long back that of Pascal's. But again the question arises, where is the golden ratio? What is the connection of golden ratio with this Meru Prasthar also? Now see here, this figure shows us the golden ratio connection in the Meru Prasthar. If we add the short diagonals, this 1, then second is also 1. Next is 1 plus 1, that is 2. Short diagonal, 2 plus 1 is 3. Then 1 plus 3 plus 1 gives you 5. Then 3 plus 4 plus 1 gives you 8. This is nothing but the Fibonacci sequence, or we can say that the Matra Meru. And we know that the ratio of current by previous is always a golden ratio. So the golden ratio connection with Meru Prasthara is like this. So you might say that what is the use of this Meru Prasthara? So use of Meru Prasthara is this. Here is the use. You remember all these formulas you were reciting, by hearting in the schools. So a plus b square, everyone is, I think, remember this a square plus 2ab plus b square. So what this Pascal triangle, or we may say that Meru Prasthar gives us, this gives us the coefficients of the terms, and these number of cells will give you how many terms will be there in the expansion. This is called as binomial expansion. So first row gives you a plus b raised to 0. Since there is a single cell, the expansion will contain single term, that is 1. A plus b raised to 1 is a plus b. So see here, there are 1 and 1. So coefficient of a is 1, coefficient of b is 1. As 1 is not written, it is just a plus b. If we go next, there are 1, 2, 1, means a plus b bracket square will contain 3 terms, and the coefficients will be a square. Coefficient of a square is 1. Next term is a into b, its coefficient is 2. Next term is b square, its coefficient will be 1, and so on. Another beautiful thing about this Meru Prastar is if we row wise take the additions. So this is addition of first row will be I would like to write here. It is 1. So this one we can write it as 2 raised to 0. Here 1 plus 1 is 2. We can write this 2 as 2 raised to 1. Next will be 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 can be written as 2 square, that is 2 raised to 2. Next is what? 8. 8 is 2 cube. So 2 cube. And so on. So this is nothing but the origin of our binary number system. As you know, we are following the decimal number system, but the computers knows the binary number system, that is zeros and ones. So whenever we have a decimal number, we can convert it to binary number. This is the origin of our binary number system. So Meru Prastar was invented by Halayuddha. He used the concept of Matra Meru from Pingala, and these fellows, they are the origins of our binary number system. Now comes to the sacred geometry in India. Now we know that as we Indians always relate everything of our life with our spirituality, our dharma, our rituals, etc. So Indian mathematical traditions often connected geometry with spirituality. You may see that all the rangolis which are drawn in Diwalis or every day, our mothers, sisters, wives, maybe they are drawing the rangolis in, means outside our doors. They are in a very good proportion, and the geometry, it is a sacred geometry, but it shows you the golden ratio. The mandalas and temple layouts use precise geometric proportions, and because of that, the beauty is because of the golden ratio. Here are some examples of temples. These two temples, the temple at my right, everyone must be understood. It is nothing but the Konark Sun Temple, Surya Mandir, Konark, Orissa. And this is the mandir of Kandaria Mahadev Temple from Madhya Pradesh, Khajuraho. Many temples you can list, that is maybe Meenakshi Mandir at Madurai, or Tirupati Balaji Mandir, or very close to us, that Kolhapur Mahalakshmi Mandir or Khidrapur Mandir. All of them are so much in proportion and beautifully. So everywhere there is a golden ratio. Whenever you see the beautiful things, this is nothing but the rangoli which we draw outside. This is also in very good proportion, and you can have a golden spiral from it also. So mandalas, temples, layouts use precise geometric proportions. After discussing all these things, every one of you must be knowing that where is the mathematics? Is mathematics boring? No, the mathematical constant, that is phi, that is golden ratio, it is showing us the beauty in the nature, the beauty in the arts, the beauty in the human formations. So whenever you see a beautiful building, a beautiful construction, a beautiful picture, or any natural beautiful things, maybe flowers, maybe seashells, maybe leaves, maybe leaf patterns, etc., or the branches patterns, etc., always see that it will contain golden ratio in it. So I will come to my end of my presentation that this is our a beautiful sunflower which is blooming, and it shows golden ratio. Obviously, I will like to quote this by Galileo. Mathematics is the alphabet with which God has written the universe. So mathematics is not difficult, mathematics is not boring, but mathematics is a very good, very interesting thing. And you can see the natural beauty through the eyes of mathematics using this golden ratio. I will say it to. So thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Any questions, any queries?
Thank you. Thank you, Uma Joshi madam. It was a great to listen you from last 41 minutes, because this topic is and title is newly new for me and others also. And the golden ratio, what is, how it, the beauty of the golden ratio is, how the our ancient temples and everything in the nature is can be defined with a golden ratio. Even though those who are things, those who are symmetric and proper in geometry, they are related to golden ratio. So these things you have explained very nicely for your presentation. I am thankful to all those participants, and we request all the participants to fill the feedback link which is in the chat box, and you can discuss with our today's speaker on the topic today. Thank you.
Any questions? If has anyone has? Dr. Swanand Shukla has raised the hand.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. Thank
Good
you.
evening.
Wonderful presentation you have made. And
Thank you,
something
sir.
a very new topic for me as a from medico. I'm not in touch with mathematics much, but I think mathematics is a one kind of a language. What I feel, and it is there with everyone's life. Directly or indirectly. And you have very correctly correlated the topic with the human body. And I like that very much. And I started thinking on it. So the chromosomes which are there in the human body, they are also following this golden ratio. And then the symmetry of the body, if you see, the size of the face is, it is very much in proportion with the body, rest of the body and everything. So I think the golden ratio is followed everywhere. In the art also, golden ratio is there. Allah people are taking, in the singing. So at the right time, they had to come up and down. That is also a golden ratio. So I could see now this golden ratio is existing everywhere.
Yes,
Even,
obviously, as you said, in music also, all those swaras means saptasura hai tithe. All those saptasura with their shrutis, they are not actually the 7 swara. There are some shrutis in between, and those shrutis and the patterns, they are actually in golden ratio. The waves which alap and tana are taken by the singer, they are obviously in golden ratio, and that's why they are very good to listen. Also, I will like to share one thing that
जर तो चुकला तर गाणं खराब झालं.
ऍक्च्युली म्हणजे आपण बघतो ना, म्हणजे आपल्याला कळत नाही की हे काय चुकलेलं आहे, पण ते कानाला वाईट वाटतं जेव्हा ते चुकतं. तर गोल्डन रेशो जिथे हलतो तिथे ते थोडंसं बिघडतं प्रकरण. So whatever is good, whatever is beautiful, it will always contain a golden ratio. And we can think, means all those credit cards, all those visiting cards, all those invitation cards, they are in the dimension of golden ratio, so that they are beautiful or they can catch your attention. That is what the use of golden ratio in our real life. It is nothing, means mathematics or this mathematical term is actually a bridge between arts and science, nature and maths, and our ancient chants or stotra, or we may say that verses, etc. all these things which now we all of us have a good sight to look at it. And I will like, if you decode all these things using golden ratio, it will be very useful and very interesting also. It will have fun.
And I think, everywhere it is there. Architects must be using it, engineers must be using it.
Yes, yes.
And I really appreciate that you have connected the things with the Indian, history also, and the people who have contributed to this kind of, work. Of course, it is not recognized by the universe because it has not reached to them, and the credit has taken by someone else.
Yes. Basically, there was means theory was there. Since our ancient knowledge was passed through म्हणजे आपल्याकडे मौखिक प्रथा होती ना, लिहून ठेवायची प्रथा नव्हती तेव्हा. So one person was passing his knowledge to his disciples, and they were passing to their. So it was not written actually in ancient Indian time, and due to the Silk Route, the Chinese or the Arabians, they pass our knowledge to Europe, and then there was the development done. And because of invasions, some middle part of the era, India was in very much disturbed, and that was the reason for not inventing many things after the golden era. I will say that golden era of the Vedic Sanskriti or Vedic era. After that, because of invasion, our inventions were stopped, and now there are good days to invent in India also.
The invention was there, but it has not been communicated with the other people. That is the biggest problem. And I really, I can find out, the Wright brothers said, they invented the aeroplane or aircraft. But I think in our our stories, our Mahabharata, everywhere you'll find this kind of references are there. They used to fly. And Ramayana also, they have talked about this. Even atomic, energy nowadays, the war is going on. That knowledge, Brahmastra was there with us. So many things were there. But definitely golden ratio exists in everyone's life. And if it is there with everyone's life, I think they will enjoy their life. If this golden ratio is missing psychologically also, so naturally you'll find there'll be conflicts and quarrels in the life. So for mental health also, this golden ratio is so important to make a balance, that correct balance at right time, right place. So that is also very important. So thank you very much, ma'am, for your wonderful explanation. I'm not a person from the mathematics background, but still I could understand. So that is the beauty of your seminar. Thank you very much.
I'm not a person from biology, but I will like to add one thing: the DNA structures, they are also the spirals are in golden ratio. And as you said, the mental health, that yin yang sign from Chinese psychology, it is also showing the golden ratio. So everywhere there is a golden ratio, and try to search for golden ratio so you can enjoy the beauty in nature more and more. I thank you everyone for your good interaction session, because while presenting I would not able to see all of you, but now if you are talking to me, it's very my pleasure that you are talking. Sir, shall we stop?
We request someone to discuss. If you have any hurry, then you can leave now.
No. I don't. I'm okay. I'm free.
We request to others also. Thank you, Dr. Swanand Shukla sir, for adding few points as like DNA and the other parts of the nature in the discussion session. Now I request other participants, they can unmute and they can discuss with our speaker. And all the participants are requested to fill the feedback link which is available in the chat box so that you can get your certificate. Thank you, madam. All have understood the concept very clearly, because you started from a story and then added the examples or temples and the flowers, rangoli, all these things we can see now in future in the view of the golden ratio. And thank you for introducing this topic to us. In future also you will be here as a speaker. I'm thankful to you, and I'm thankful to Gosai madam also, because I requested her to share some speakers, and she really did a very best support to us, so that she have introduced you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Thank you, David Singh ji, for joining here. Thank you, all participants, those who are joining daily. Today also we have enjoyed a new subject. Means not subject, not new, but it was a new term for us. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.